Alright, so welcome to the first official play session of Foundry. Hooray, Brumble!
Hooray!
Moving on, Brumble will be playing and I, Lothran, will be DMing. It's not really necessary to have a DM for Foundry, but it does help with the details and having someone else to explain things to you, the listener, will really make it easier for both of us, Brumble and I, to make sure everything gets done as quickly and efficiently as possible. So, we're all set, Brumble. Get going.
Yep. You gonna put this map in the video, Lotrin?
Yes, sir, little worm. I got it all figured out. Don't worry about that. Just place your piece where you want to. I had to rush a bit to make the map, so excuse the mess if you would. I couldn't find the original maps. I still have to keep looking. It's just we've been very busy. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm taking pictures of what you're doing, Brumble, and then I'll transfer that to the other maps that I have set up on the computer. So just do what you need to do, and we'll figure it out from there. A side note that I put in for just listeners and viewers. Brumble was marking everything with the black marker, and I decided to change everything later. Colors, I chose his character to be a red diamond, and for enemies I couldn't use another, I didn't think of it yet. I used a purple diamond. I will likely use in a different shape than a diamond in the future. That's just a side note. And then for a finished room is a hexagon, a gold hexagon, and then the end is a green circle. This will all change as things goes on, but it's easier to, differentiate everything as the game plays. Okay.
The middle is where I choose first. If this was a reused character, there might be things I could do in the first run based on skills or equipment. But since I restarted fresh for this run, I got nothing. So I'm moving here.
Okay, I'm gonna flip the coin for Brumble to check for the second enemy. Heads. Yep, 2 enemies. Okay, just for the viewers, enemies of the first floor do 1d4 damage. There's no misses, only hits. Alright, so you don't need to roll for whether you hit or not. It's targeting software. You hit, they hit. It's always going to happen unless there's a skill or a perk that says otherwise. But only in that case do you do the other thing. You can reduce your damage that you've taken by crafting armor from scrap. This is like taking a health pack. For each 2 scrap you use, you gain +1 life back. And you start with 6 life. This is standard, and again, it's unless you have a perk or a skill that affects it somehow. Yes, this game can be brutal. That's how it's meant to be. That's what we enjoy about it, alright? Okay, on to enemies. For a moment, they have standard health, which means they have just 2 for the first level, and since this is the first game, we're not likely to beat the first level for a long time. All the enemies will just have 2 life, that's it. Unless we actually get to a boss, in which case that one would have just 8 life. Brumble has the starting weapon, since this is a new character. He does 1d6 damage right off the bat. Enemies always go first, unless you have a skill or a perk that says otherwise. And that's all for the basic info for right now. I'm going to roll for the enemy bots, Brumble. 1 each. You got lucky, Brumble.
Oh yeah, let's do this. Ah, nuts. Just a 3. 1 down, 1 to go. I'm coming for you, robot. I'm coming for you.
And for clarification here, Brumble did only need to roll a 2 to kill one enemy. If he rolled a 5 or above, since 5 is above both of their health combined, he'd be able to kill both enemies in one roll. But he only got a 3, and that extra damage does not carry over. It has to be above all of the enemies' combined healths to kill them all. And then, so combat continues. Enemy bot hits for 1. Very lucky, Brumble.
Gotta keep the luck alive. Come on, dice, don't fail me now. Yeah, a 2. Just enough.
Okay, I'm gonna flip for loot, Brumble, alright? Heads on both, draw 3 cards of loot. That's 1 for each enemy, and 1 for the room itself.
Aw, man, 3 scrap. Well, I'll burn 2 to make 1 armor. Now I'm at 4 life again. Alright, that's pretty okay. Oh, wait, flip for room battery check. Batteries are important. I gotta do that. Go ahead, Lotrin. I almost forgot, but I remembered.
I'm glad you remembered, and I didn't have to sit through you begging to search a room after you'd already left it. You only get 1 shot to search a room for batteries, and they're very important for purchasing skills and perks after you're done playing any of the bunkers. A bunker is what we call each level. Go ahead, do your coin flip for the battery, Brumble.
Battery get. Okay, Lotrin. I'm gonna mark this room complete and move to this one here. Taking my card too.
Flipping for enemies. Nope, lucky Brumble. Enemy bot does 2 damage.
Oh no, that's half my life. Foundry is gotten tough. Oh, it hurts so much sometimes. Yeah, natural 6. I'm the best. Extra loot. At least 2 loot for this rum. Flip a loot, Lothrin. Maybe I get a 3rd.
Tails. Sorry, Brumble. Your luck didn't hold up this time.
It's cool, Lothrin. 1 scrap, 1 plans. I'll make another armor. Back up to 3. Search battery. Don't forget to discard. Okay. Yeah! Battery. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm so lucky. Good job, Brumble. Okay, I'm moving here. Next, not really much choice, just going here. Got it, Lotrin?
Hey, no extra enemy here, just the 1. Go ahead, Brumble. Oh, enemy attack. I'll roll the die for it. Ooh, that is no good. 4 damage, Brumble. Roll for last-ditch effort. And aside here, all bots get at least 1 last-ditch effort per bunker to come back from death with 1 hit point. Instead of flipping, you have to roll a die and call even or odd before you do it. It has to be at least a 6-sided die.
Ah, balls. Even, I guess. Oh man, I didn't get it. That's too bad. Oh well, that's how it goes. GJ Lotrin, GJ me.
Normally, Brumble would collect his batteries, a whole 2 of them for right now, and spend them on a perk or a skill for the next playthrough to help him get further. Perks are better, but they cost a lot of batteries and other materials, and Brumble would get to keep the plan that he found and spend his batteries on a skill. We don't have any of that set up right now. We're just doing, one and done runs to check balance. And it seems to be what we want. Just reworking stuff, alright? So that's the first official game. Over and done with. Alright, so we got a bunch of other stuff to do tonight, and this has been a real blast, but thanks to you guys for stopping by. So good night, goodbye everyone, stay safe out there.